So ayun, a pleasant afternoon everyone. My name is Bakuyag Sander R from 11th STEM Honesty Class, and today I will be discussing about So for today's lesson, we only have three objectives. Number one, explain the three kinds of freedom. Number two, distinguish the three types of freedom. And last but not the least, realize that freedom is always coupled with responsibility. So ano nga ba yung tinatawag natin na freedom, no? Freedom is an intrinsic property of a person. Pag sinabi nating intrinsic property, ibig sabihin, ang kalayaan ay likas na sa atin. So, the human is by nature free and seeks freedom dahil tayong mga tao ay pinanganak na may kalayaan. At kapag alam natin na wala tayong kalayaan, ay hinahanap-hanap natin ito. So, freedom is a power to decline oneself. It is also rooted from a person's self-determination and exercise its intellect and free will. Kapag ikaw ay isang taong may kalayaan kapag ikaw ay nakakapag-decide ng mga desisyon, maliit man ito or malaki. Ayan yung patunay na isa kang taong may freedom. Kaya nga sabi dyan, freedom is experienced through the act of making a choice. It is therefore important to a person to exercise with caution and prudence. And sobrang importante para sa atin na exercise yung pagiging maingat sa paggamit ng ating kalayaan. So, let's have this as an example. Ayan. Si Kuya, di na natin siya papangalanan, si Kuya ay may hawak na libro. Ngayon, dahil sa dami ng libro niya na out of balance siya. Ngayon, may tatlong option tayo sa gilid, no? It's either gagawin mo is dadaanan lang. Pangalawa, tutulungan. Pangatlo, tatawanan. Again, it's up to you kung paano mo gagamitin yung freedom mo. It's up to you kung paano ka magde-decide responsibly based on the situation. Kung wala naman sa tatlong yan, yung naisip mong gagawin, or kung gusto mo siyang tawanan muna bago tulungan, no? Again, it's up to you kung paano mo gagamitin ng matiwasay or ng responsable yung freedom mo. So, let's now proceed to the three types of freedom. We have physical, psychological, and moral. Let's start with physical freedom. So, physical freedom refers to the absence of any physical restraint. Pag sinabi natin ikaw ay isang taong may physical freedom, ibig sabihin nakakapunta ka or nakakadalo ka kung saan mo man gustong pumunta, o kung saang lugar mo gustong pumunta. Kasi walang absence of any physical restraint yon. Kaya nga sinabi dyan, a person who has physical freedom can go wherever they want to go. That's the physical freedom. So let's proceed to the second type, which is the psychological. Psychological freedom is also referred as the freedom of choice. Pag sinabi natin freedom of choice, ibig sabihin ikaw ay nakakapag-desisyon mag-isa. Nakakapag-decide ka ng course of action independently without considering other people's opinion. Kaya sabi dyan na the person is free to perform an action that they consider right and wise. So that's psychological freedom. So let's now proceed to the last type of freedom. We have moral freedom. Yeah. Moral freedom is a type of freedom that upholds human dignity and goodness. So, ibig sabihin, kapag may moral freedom ang isang tao, nakakagawa siya ng mga action na na-uphold yung human dignity and goodness. Gumagawa ka ng mga good deeds, kagaya na lamang ng doing charitable works, mga ganyan, ano pa ba? Nakikijoin ka sa mga clean and green project ng inyong barangay. That's moral freedom. Moral freedom is not an object that a person may use in whatever way she or he pleases. So, that's moral freedom. Next, let's proceed to the two elements of freedom. We have two elements, namely voluntariness and responsibility. So, let's start with voluntariness. Voluntariness refers to the ability of a person to act based on their self-determination and free will. Pag sinabi nating voluntariness, ibig sabihin nagvo-volunteer ka na gawin yung isang bagay. From the word itself, volunteer, di ba? Ibig sabihin, nasa iyo mismo kung gagawin mo yung isang bagay o hindi. Tingnan natin tong example na to. Ayan. Let's say, imagine nyo na kayo si Mang Lito. Yan, Mang Lito yung pangalan niya. Imagine niyo na kayo si Mang Lito. Ngayon, habang dumadaan kayo sa sidewalk, naglalakad kayo sa sidewalk, nakita nyo yung bata na naglalaro, no? Nakita nyo yung bata na naglalaro. O ngayon, sakto naman yung bola niya is pumunta sa kalsada and nasaktuhan ulit na may dadaang taxi. Ngayon, si Mang Lito, dahil may voluntary na siya, tinulungan niya or sinagip niya yung bata na para hindi siya mabangga ng sasakyan. So, that's voluntariness, no? Next, responsibility. It refers to the person being accountable on his or her actions. Sa tingin nyo, sino kaya dito yung yung dapat accountable sa situation na yan? Sa tingin nyo ba si Mang Lito yan? Yung bata or yung taxi? 'Di ba? Oh. Si Mang Lito ba yung responsible diyan? Kung si Mang Lito, talagyan natin siya ng psychological freedom, no? Kung si Mang Lito, hinayaan niya lang yung bata, sa tingin niya magiging responsable siya. No, bakit? Hindi niya pinakilaman yung situation. Magiging responsible lang siya sa isang situation pag pumasok siya. Ngayon, yung taxi driver, responsible ba siya? Of course, responsible yung taxi driver dahil nga may nakita siyang bata. So, ay may dumaang bata. And yung bata, ang responsible sa kanya is yung magulang niya. Bakit? Kasi bakit naman natin nahayaan na maglaro yung ating mga anak, no? Yung mga anak natin sa sa kalsada, lalo na't maraming dumadaang sasakyan at alam nating delikado. So, that's voluntariness and that's responsibility rather. So, again, voluntariness refers to the ability of a person to act based on their eagerness and free will, while responsibility refers to the person being accountable on his or her action. Ngayon, paano natin may exercise yung freedom natin? Freedom should be recognized with reasonable limits and exercised with control. Dapat ginagamit natin yung freedom natin ng may boundaries lang. Kung saan yung kaya natin, dun lang tayo. Kung saan yung kaya natin panagutan, dun lang tayo. Next is freedom should also be exercised with regard for knowledge and truth. Dapat hindi tayo basta-basta, no? Basta-bastang pumapasok sa isang eksena. Kaya nga sinasabi nila, di ba, na think before you click. Dapat pag-iisipan muna natin yung ating mga gagawing actions bago tayo pumasok sa isang sitwasyon. Last, we should also uphold not only our individuality but also the freedom of others. Dapat yung choice na pipiliin natin is hindi na disregard yung freedom ng iba. Dapat hindi lang ito magiging beneficial sa atin, kundi magiging beneficial din to sa mga taong nakapaligid sa atin. So that's how should we exercise our freedom. Again, freedom should be recognized with reasonable limits and exercised with control. Number 2, freedom should also be exercised with regard for knowledge and truth. And last, we should also uphold not only our individuality, but also the freedom of others. So that's all for my discussion. Thank you for listening. Goodbye.